Welcome to Practice English Conversations. Are you ready to practice your English and become more fluent? Let's get started.
Hi, Sophia. Thank you for joining me today. I understand you run your own mobile restaurant, Wheels and Delights. How did you first get into the restaurant business?
Hi, David. Thank you for having me. My passion for cooking began at college, where I studied culinary arts. I always dreamed of opening my own restaurant, but I never had much money. After college, I worked as a chef in a local diner for about a year, earning around $10 an hour. It was hard and messy work, but I learned a great deal from watching experienced cooks and experimenting with new recipes during my off hours.
So you started in a traditional restaurant, but then something changed?
Yes, while working there, I kept coming up with new ideas for dishes, but the owner wasn't interested. One day, a good friend mentioned the idea of a mobile restaurant. The concept was fascinating. Instead of a fixed location, you decide on a menu and then advertise your event on social media. People can book a dining experience in various settings, be it in their own backyard, at a city park, or even an empty warehouse. It allows for creative freedom and minimal waste since you know exactly how many people will attend.
That sounds incredibly innovative. What made you decide to take that leap and start Wheels and Delights?
I wanted to combine my love for cooking with my desire for independence. I had limited funds, so opening a brick-and-mortar restaurant wasn't feasible. With a mobile setup, I could invest my savings wisely. I spent about $2,000 to get started on a small food cart and camping stove setup, and then about $8,500 to buy some essential equipment. The best part is that customers pay in advance when they book a table, so I know exactly how many people to serve.
That's very smart financially. How does your mobile restaurant operate on a typical day?
It works like this. I choose a location and create a unique menu for the day. For example, one day I might offer gourmet tacos with handmade salsa and fresh guacamole. And another day it could be a fusion dish, like spicy teriyaki chicken with steamed vegetables. I advertise these events on social networking sites and through local tourism groups. We usually keep the guest list small, at most 12 customers, so there's no waste. On the day of the event, I set up my equipment. Everything fits into a compact van. A portable gas cooker, a small refrigerator, plates, glasses, utensils, and I cook everything on site.
That sounds both challenging and rewarding. What are some advantages of running a mobile restaurant compared to a traditional one?
First, the risk is lower. Since clients pay in advance, I can purchase ingredients without worrying about losses. Also, handling only a small group means I don't have to hire extra staff. I manage everything myself, which allows for personal interaction with each guest. And the versatility is amazing. You can change the ambience and location based on the event, which keeps every day fresh and exciting.
I imagine there must be some challenges, though. Have you encountered any unexpected obstacles?
Definitely. One memorable event was at a beach. I planned a seaside dinner, but I didn't account for strong winds blowing sand into the food. It almost ruined the dinner, but luckily I had a large umbrella in my van for shade. I ended up positioning it over the dining area, and although the experience was chaotic, everyone had a good laugh. Another challenge is bad weather. When it rains, I sometimes have to move the event indoors, like hosting it in my own apartment. Even though I have enough chairs and a large table, it isn't always ideal because it can get crowded, and I worry about disturbing my neighbors. But overall, these challenges add to the adventure and make every event unique.
It's impressive how you handle those challenges with a creative solution. How do you manage the business side, like pricing and promotions?
Since I operate on a small scale, I price my events reasonably. For instance, if I charge $35 per person and have 12 guests, I collect $420 in advance. That covers all my ingredient costs, which run about $150 per event, and leaves me with a modest profit. I also run occasional promotions on my social media channels to attract new customers. A friend once suggested the name Wheels and Delights for my mobile restaurant because it evoked both movement and the joy of dining. I liked the name so much that I changed from my original idea, which was Sophia's Bites.
That's a catchy name indeed. How important is branding for your business?
Branding is extremely important. I've built a strong online presence through Instagram and Facebook, where I regularly post photos of my events. People love seeing pictures of our food, the unique setups, and even behind-the-scenes shots of me cooking in unusual locations. It helps create a loyal customer base and word-of-mouth promotion. My branding not only promotes my food, but also reflects my commitment to sustainability. I always ensure that all waste is taken away after each event, and I use eco-friendly products whenever possible.
It's clear you put a lot of thought into both your culinary and business practices. Do you have any advice for aspiring chefs who want to start a mobile restaurant?
Yes, I'd say start small and be prepared for long hours. You must be ready to experiment. Don't be afraid to try new recipes and adjust them based on customer feedback. It's also crucial to stay organized. Use a planner to schedule your events and keep track of expenses. And always focus on quality. Buying the best, freshest ingredients will set you apart from competitors, even if your menu is simple. Lastly, cherish every challenge. Each one is a learning opportunity that will make your service better.
Excellent advice, Sophia. With such a flexible work schedule, how do you balance your personal life and your work commitments?
Balance is key. I typically block out certain days for personal time. When I'm not hosting an event, I spend time with friends and family. Sometimes, after a hectic day of cooking and setting up, I treat myself to a quiet evening at home. I try to keep my schedule flexible so I can enjoy spontaneous outings. It also helps that I'm passionate about what I do, so work doesn't feel like a burden.
It sounds like you have really managed to turn your passion into a fulfilling career. What would you say is your favorite part of running a mobile restaurant?
For me, the most rewarding aspect is the direct connection with my customers. Seeing their smiling faces as they taste my food and hearing their stories about what the meal means to them is truly gratifying. I love that I can create a unique dining experience that people remember. When I see guests taking photos, laughing together, and complimenting my dishes, I know that I've succeeded in my craft.
Your dedication really shines through, Sophia. With the evolving trends in the restaurant industry, where do you see mobile restaurants heading in the future?
I believe mobile restaurants will continue to grow as people look for unique and personalized dining experiences. As more people become aware of environmental issues, there will be an increased demand for sustainable and locally sourced food. I'm excited about expanding my concept to other cities, perhaps even launching themed events like farm to table nights or cultural cuisine festivals. The future is all about innovation, and I plan to keep exploring new ideas.
That's truly inspiring. Finally, what do you love most about your work?
I love the freedom that comes with it. Every event is different, and each one allows me to express my creativity. I get paid to do something. I absolutely enjoy cooking, creating atmospheres, and meeting wonderful people from all walks of life. There's no feeling quite like it, and even with its challenges, I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey, Sophia. Your story is a perfect example of turning passion into a thriving business, and I'm sure it will inspire many aspiring culinary entrepreneurs.
Thank you, David. It's been a pleasure sharing my experiences with you. I hope that anyone listening who dreams of starting their own venture will take the leap and explore the world of mobile dining. Every challenge is just another adventure.
I couldn't agree more. Best of luck to you and Wheels and Delights as you continue to innovate and delight your customers.
Thank you very much, David. I appreciate the kind words and support. Here's to many more adventures in the culinary world.
Thank you, Sophia, for an inspiring conversation. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing more about your mobile restaurant in the future.
You too, David. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sophia.
Great job practicing with us today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next English conversation. See you in the next video. Keep practicing and stay confident.